The Bears have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Vikings going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's Murray, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
A play fake to Murray. Now it's Bradford. Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown. Vikings. Adam Thielen. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, 83 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Here's Connor Barth for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now it's a bootleg with Bradford. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. Howard, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Second down, Bradford. Finding room to the 20. And Diggs has it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Bradford now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And that is no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards there, and remember Howard last year 5.2 yards per rush, so right around his average. The only Bears running back that's averaged that many yards per carry in a single season, Walter Payton.
And if Jordan Howard can keep up that type of pace, the city of Chicago will surely embrace him.
Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Vikings Vikings. They'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. A play fake. Bradford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They run, Cook, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 2nd down. Bradford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Bradford to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. 7 yards remain now on third down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Sherrills. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. On second down, Bradford again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Bradford hitting Thielen there for a Viking first. Cook getting the handoff for Bradford. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw on second down. Bradford under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jarrell Freeman not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. On play action, Bradford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And he's able to put it through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw on second down. Bradford, incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Third and short yardage. Bradford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
A first down throw for Bradford. And he comes back with one complete. 23 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On first down, Murray. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradford. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
To throw on second down. Bradford. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Akeem Hicks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. It's Floyd on the right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So no real weather issues, anything of that nature to speak of, but that's now 2 missed field goals here so far.
And not to use this as an excuse, but I will say it is a little bit different kicking outdoors than it is in a dome.
Sure.
You can fall in love with perfect footing, no breeze whatsoever. I doubt that had too big of an impact, but you never know.
And some room to maneuver. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sims. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A play fake to Murray. Now Bradford. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the... And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw again. Bradford out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Bradford. Going deep for Diggs. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And there he goes again. We have hit. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action here on first down. On the left side, a catch by White. A Big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Trubisky will throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cameron Meredith with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The play fake to Murray. Now it's Bradford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw, Bradford. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing, Bradford, flushed out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Running for it, here's Cook, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. And Rudolph has it left side. Bradford finding Rudolph there for a Viking first.
You talk about a combo that works really well. Sam Bradford, short, dart-throwing quarterback, and Kyle Rudolph able to work the seams inside and make those tough catches.
Now Rudolph wound up shattering his career high with 83 catches last year, 3rd among NFL tight ends. They go play action. Now Bradford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. A 2nd down throw for Bradford. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Bradford again. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. To the air again with Bradford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They give to White on the end around. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a pick. Before, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. They'll set up the screen to Howard. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Minnesota first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
First down, Bradford. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And some space here. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. This is Howard on second down. Howard has the first down and then some. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Time running out here on the play clock. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first.
A lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Play clock winding down. Here's Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Bradford now. And he's got room. Able to avoid him at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Shift together here from the D-line. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Let's go, Detroit! Detroit! Good!
And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Emmanuel Lamur leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Detroit! Back 99, Philly, here we go! All right, here we go. Green 39, Green 39!
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.